Good evening, respected board members of the Clovis Unified School District, Superintendent Dr. O'Farrell, Dr. Ulrich, members of the administrative team, Clovis Unified staff, and all those in the audience who've so graciously chosen to attend this public hearing. We've passed a fact sheet to each one of you, just so there's some information that you might want to refer to as we go. I'll try my best to cover as much as I can and in this conversation, so I appreciate this opportunity. With that said, I'd like to begin by introducing the charter, and like any other charter school, One and Only Academy will be open to all students. It will be tuition-free and non-sectarian in all of its instruction and operations. It's proposed to be a TK through 8 charter school, and the projected enrollment is 175 students in year 1, leading up to 410 students in the 5th year. Now, the natural question is, why are we proposing this charter? And that's what we're here to talk about. Some of the motivation is, as a community, we've been facing some challenges, and you as board members obviously always are looking at student issues, and some of the feedback that we've been getting in the community and some of the reports and the data that has come out shows some disturbing trends related to bullying, and especially for the Americans of Punjabi descent. And this data is merely pointing at something. It's a call for action. It's not an excuse to point fingers. It's just something that alerts us as a community that we need to do some work. That's how we're looking at it. So it says about 55% of the Punjabi youth who were interviewed out of the 250 here in Fresno, 54% felt they were bullied or harassed at some point. And of those who were turbaned, they experienced an even higher rate, on the order of 67%. That's quite a high number. But like I said, we're here just to say that this data is highlighting the fact that some students are not comfortable in that school environment. And one of the reasons could be the lack of cultural awareness. And that's what this data is showing us. So why are we proposing this charter? Because we are a part of this community, and we take ownership, and we just want to be a part of that collective solution. So that's the reason, that's the motivation for this charter. Now, to have a solution, there's challenges that need to be addressed, there's questions that need to be answered, and some of the important ones are, how do we minimize the negative distractions so kids, how can they be like these flowers in a garden and just, these butterflies just running around and just focusing on learning and just playing and having a good time and just being happy members of the society and just being nurtured? How do we create awareness about cultures? So, a butterfly that's in one color and the other doesn't matter to it. They're all just running around and playing. And how do we make them know that we're all one? How do we bring about a fundamental shift in the school culture? Is there something which can be woven into the fabric of the environment, something that acts like the air you breathe, something that doesn't have to be dictated to them? It just happens. It's just there. So these are the kind of things we pondered over, and we have this mission that we want to create these safe and inclusive spaces to cultivate leaders, today's learners into tomorrow's leaders. But these leaders won't just have academic excellence. It's very important that they should have outstanding moral character, because we're talking about societies here. And we want doctors, but not just a doctor who knows how to operate, but a doctor who can feel the pain of a patient or can empathize with the patient. Those are the kind of individuals we need in society. And not that they're not being produced, but maybe we can do something else, or maybe we can try something else. So how will we do that? The question is there any best practices that we'll adopt? So the groundwork, it all starts with the standards. The State Board of Education does tremendous work. So we follow all the core curriculum, will meet the Common Core standards for ELA, math, and next generation science standards. Now, in addition to that, we'll integrate this core curriculum with the school gardens. It's nothing new. It's been done for a long time. We feel it's wonderful. We live in Fresno, and we should be connected to agriculture. And kids love doing things with hands. And in this day and age, where you're flipping through 100 photos in like 3 seconds, maybe that's a wonderful thing to slow them down a little bit and witness the patience in nature. And guess what? If you sow something, you're probably going to eat it. So healthy eating habits might be a good outcome of that as well, right? And brings me to Mr. Herford's comment from the last meeting that in the last 10 years, so much has changed, just in the last 10 years. So what are we doing for those kindergartners in 2018? So hopefully this will address some of that. We do need technology, but we need that other side as well to balance that. The next aspect of this program is bilingual development. Research clearly shows that learning 2 languages at an early age, it promotes a higher level of cognition, brain development. It prepares our students to know about other cultures and languages. They're prepared for the 21st century. And the California World Language Content Standards from 2009 and K through 12 standards clearly mandate that they want kids to learn this from elementary grades. And so we feel this is a very important tool that will bring about cultural awareness. And in our case, owing to the demand in the community, and this is the graph from the US Census Bureau, a map of Punjabi speakers in the nation. And you can see the area that we live in is one of the highest density of Punjabi speakers, and I don't think that comes as a surprise to anybody. So there's a demand in this community for this culture to be known, and we want to take that first step towards inviting everyone to come to a place and get to know it maybe more than they already do. So have that opportunity. And after that, I would say the pinnacle of this program is mindfulness. We have, Clovis Unified obviously has a very beautiful mantra in mind, body, and spirit, and I think it leads in that direction. So mindfulness, the way we look at it as, I'm a teacher as well, and I constantly tell the kids, hey guys, pay attention and focus. And but, it's been brought to our attention that, did you ever tell these little kids who are kindergartners or first grades, did you ever tell them how to pay attention? What is attention? What is focus, by the way, and how do I pay it? So mindfulness, there is a daily practice of mindfulness. It'll empower the kids. They learn how to focus. They learn how to regulate their emotions. They'll be more socially and emotionally competent, and they'll be ready to learn with an open heart and an open mind. And so how do you teach mindfulness? Instead of talking about it, I want to invite everyone to join me in this very short activity in mindfulness. We'll just try to focus through listening. So if I may, if everybody can just kind of relax, but kind of sit straight and tall. And I will play a couple sounds. And when you stop hearing that sound, just raise your hand. It's as simple as that. So let's do that. My computer's not playing, so. Technical. So. Okay. Do you want to switch back to the computer? All right. So all attention to the ears. Let's try and listen to the sound, and when you stop listening, just raise your hand. Okay, very good. Now the same thing, we're going to do the same thing, but this time I invite you to close your eyes. If you had your eyes open, just close your eyes this time and raise your hand when you stop listening. Okay, please keep your eyes closed. And this time, when you stop listening to the sound, stop hearing the sound, don't raise your hand. Just keep listening to the voices around you, close to you, away from you. Just go into a deep listening mode if possible. Okay, thank you. And everybody open their eyes now. And I just want to invite you to just ask yourself if you noticed anything different in your listening as you went from chime to chime, maybe an elevated, sharper level of listening, or maybe some sounds you weren't hearing before. Just a very quick example of how you can use something like listening to bring your focus in and help the kids learn better. So we will have this mindfulness daily practice as it's listed on the screen, and we feel that will be a very powerful way to be woven into the fabric of the community. And with your permission, I'm going to close. I promise it won't be more than 20 seconds. Do I have your permission?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, I have 3 minutes. Oh, wow. I can go back.
No, that 3 minutes
Okay.
is up.
All right. So how will
It's
you
done?
teach mindfulness? I'm so proud of myself today. So we will have this curriculum, which is a University of Stanford consortium, K through 12, beautifully structured consortium. In a very fun way, it teaches the kids mindfulness, and it's based on the 5 principles of health and wellness: body, breath, mind, attention, engagement. I won't go into too much details in the interest of time, but the kids will do 20 minutes of this mindfulness every morning, 10 minutes after lunch, and about 5 minutes before dismissal, like a gratitude. And it's so beautiful the way we start this board meeting by invoking. And that's just very beautiful. It centers all of us, and I think kids are empowered to take care of themselves. So this, we feel, is a success through focus approach. And in closing, I just want to talk about the name of this academy, the one and only. And some of the interpretations are it's the best or different, maybe a unique. And that's good. But for us, the root for this name, it's rooted, the meaning for this name is rooted in the fact that life presents itself moment by moment. And the name one and only, it's a constant reminder. It's a constant reminder to be in the present, just like we tried a little while ago, to be in the present fully in that one and only moment in front of us. So we feel this is a humble effort from us to offer some solutions. And we truly believe that this will give the children an opportunity to challenge their skills, their abilities, their knowledge, not only to improve their lives, but be a beacon that can light the way for others. And honorable, respected board members of this wonderful school district, I humbly request to you that I hope you will give us this chance to be of service to the community. And with that, I thank each one of you. Thank you so much. Thank you.